Most of you probably know these top-grossing video games. What do they have in common? They're all free to play and make money with in-app purchases. Free-to-play games are a $50 billion global market. But within these games, 80% of revenue comes from less than 1% of players. The problem for game publishers is that spenders are hard to find. Ad networks and social networks are blind or have limited visibility on the purchasing history of their users. $6 billion is spent each year advertising to gamers, but much of it is wasted, targeting users who are unlikely to spend. Enter Lootcakes. We created a first-of-its-kind online network that brings together and rewards the spenders of free-to-play games. Using our exclusive network and data set, we're helping game companies to connect with their most valuable customers. Let's see how it works. First, a user registers their account on lootcakes.com. Second, we enable them to connect their email account, allowing us to detect and collect all of their in-app purchasing receipts. We then display those games and purchases in the member's account. For every dollar they spend on free-to-play games, we give them our points called Lootcakes. Lootcakes are redeemable for gift cards to major retailers and gaming platforms, but that's not all. Members can discover new games and multiply their rewards by activating offers called power-ups. Members can also create social groups called alliances. When anyone makes a purchase, everyone else in the group also gets Lootcakes. Finally, Lootcakes members can earn special prizes or giveaways. Lootcakes is a mobile-optimized website designed to look like an app on the user's device. Our native mobile app is coming in 2018. So, how do we make money? Lootcakes earns a revenue share for delivering our spenders to game companies. We deliver them from our member network, but to make more money while our network is relatively small, we create what's called lookalike audiences. Simply put, we create larger audiences, much larger, that look like our biggest spenders. We then target those audiences on large ad platforms and social networks like Facebook and Google, amplifying our reach to include the almost 900 million free-to-play game spenders. What makes Lootcakes different? We deliver high-value spenders to game companies at scale. Other ad networks deliver non-spenders or even non-gamers. Let me introduce the team. I'm Matt Litton, CEO of Lootcakes. I'm a lifelong gamer, but I spent 10 years helping breakout independent films find their audience. I then became a VC in the gaming world, where I got the inspiration for how to help games reach their best audiences, the biggest spenders. My partner and CTO, David Schloopner, is a full-stack engineer and a successful software entrepreneur who sold his last company, WisdomNet. WisdomNet helped clients like the movie studio MGM to manage their talent. Dave and I met as undergrads at Duke University, and we've been close friends ever since. Our advisors include the co-founder of App Annie, a vice president at Blizzard Entertainment, and other high-level executives in the gaming business in both the US and China. So let's talk about how we're doing. First, data sharing. 80% of the users who create an account on lootcakes.com opt in to link their email account, giving us ongoing access to their data purchasing. On average, we receive over 25 months of purchasing data on day one of registration for each member. That allows us to immediately offer them targeted, relevant offers. And let's talk about spending. The average spend per spender on lootcakes.com spends over $100 a month on free-to-play games. That's up from $70 a month just 12 weeks ago. Our top 1% is spending over $2,100 on free-to-play games every month. In total, Lootcakes members are spending over $1 million on free-to-play games over the past 6 months. That's an almost 5x increase over a little over 200,000 in early September. Based on our rare combination of quality and reach, we just closed in the last 2 weeks our first 2 clients to LOIs. The first is Network. Network's game, Legendary Game of Heroes, recently cracked the top 40 grossing games in the US on iOS. The second is Fun Plus. Fun Plus is a global games company based in China. Their game, King of Avalon Dragon Warfare, just cracked the top 10 grossing games in the United States.